What is a social media marketing agency? If you spent any amount of time online in the last couple of years, you probably have heard about this popular online business model. And maybe you've done a little bit of homework, or maybe you're just trying to figure out what this is for the first time. Together with my business partner, Derek, I run a successful 7-figure per year social media marketing agency. We've been at it for over 10 years now. Back when we were first getting started, there weren't YouTube channels like this that teach you everything that you need to know about it. So my goal in this video is to teach you not only what a social media marketing agency is, but if you're interested how to actually make money with it, and to give you some resources to make you successful. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and I want to make sure that you know about our new community that we just launched for entrepreneurs, which includes a bunch of amazing courses like how to start a social media marketing agency and a bunch of other awesome stuff. It's called Growth School. Members have been loving it. We just crossed over 100 members inside of there, so check that out in the description down below. But let's get into the topic of the video. So in simple terms, what is an SMMA, or social media marketing agency? A social media marketing agency is a type of business that does one single thing. It helps businesses, clients use and leverage social media channels like Instagram, Facebook, Google, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, to help monetize and grow their organizations. In its simplest possible terms, businesses hire you to help them as a master of social media, to use social media to bring them more customers, more clients, more leads, whatever the business outcome that they're looking for is. I think that if you're brand new at online business, it can be really confusing to be looking at this business model and to really understand how it is that social media marketing agencies make money. And additionally, I think that it might be a little confusing as to why somebody would pay you just to manage their social media. So let me explain this really quickly. There's a ton of business owners out there who started their business and have zero interest in doing any social media for it. Maybe they own a gym, maybe they own some sort of restaurant, maybe they own a coffee shop. They started that business because that's what they're passionate about. They're not passionate about social media, but they know because they're seeing their competition, others in their networks, their friends and family who own similar businesses, you name it, have success by using social media. We live in a day and age where we can all see this happening before our very eyes. When Derek and I were first getting started 10 years ago, we were still having to sell people on why they should even be on social media. Today, it's non-negotiable. Everybody sees that it works, and that if you want to be successful, you need to be on it. I'm of the opinion that in the next couple of years, there's going to be two types of businesses: those that use social media and those that don't exist anymore. So these business owners don't want to do it themselves, so what are they left to do? They're going to go and look for social media marketers, and what they do is they pay social media marketers thousands of dollars per month to help them with social media. If you're listening to this and you're like, wow, thousands of dollars per month, that seems crazy, let me just help you understand that that actually is not a big expense when you look at how much a lot of these businesses actually make. If a business makes $1 million per year, paying somebody $3,000 per month to manage their social media is going to help them grow and make more money next year. It's not a big investment. It just makes sense. A good example is when you look at my business. I have to do my taxes every single year, and I'm not a tax professional. I'm not an accountant, and I don't want to be. So what I do is I pay an accountant thousands of dollars to do my books every single year. There's tons of things in businesses that people do not want to do that they pay others to do as a service, and social media marketing is no different. So let me explain the whole mechanism that we set up as a social media marketing agency in 3 simple steps. The first thing is you need to have some sort of content. This is Instagram posts, videos, this is Facebook posts, Facebook business page posts, TikToks, you name it. All it is content. It can be in photo, it can be a graphic, it could be a video. Your goal is to take that content, post it on social media in a way that generates traffic. There's 2 ways that you can do that. One is organic. The second is through paid advertising or paid ads. And then you want to drive that traffic towards some sort of outcome, usually some sort of conversion, but be them becoming a lead for the business, a customer, signing up for a free trial, or whatever the goal is. In its simplest terms, that really is all that social media marketing agencies do for clients. I think a lot of confusion actually comes from what it actually takes to create this content and to run these ads, and what exactly a social media marketer should be doing. So let's talk about a couple of the different types of social media marketing agencies. There are 3. There are lead generation agencies, there are social media management agencies, and there are content creation agencies. A lot of people get in trouble when they try to do all 3 of these. It's very, very difficult to do all 3. We initially started out as an agency that was trying to do all 3, and we ran into issues when it came to scaling. Right when we hit about $50,000 per month, we realized that we really couldn't grow anymore, and we needed to go back to the drawing board, but I'll get to that in a moment. So what do each of these 3 types of agencies do? The lead gen agency provides leads to a business, they run ads, they drive that ad to a landing page, they convert that traffic from the landing page to a lead, and then they hand it off to the client to take over from there. This could be a 7-day free trial for a gym, This could be somebody signing up for a free chiropractic assessment, you name it. If you've ever Googled something and you've signed up for a 7-day free trial, maybe at a gym in town, this is the lead gen model at work. The second type of agency is a social media management agency. Put simply, these guys just manage social media and they post it to social media pages. They're typically not running a lot of ads, but they're managing the community, they're responding to questions and DMs, and oftentimes content creation in addition to making sure that things are being posted and managed. Now, a content creation agency is typically only focused on creating content. They create content, photos, videos, infographics, graphic designs, you name it, that the clients then go and either have their social media marketing agency or they themselves post to their social media. Think a photographer or a videographer. They might shoot, edit, create Reels, TikToks, YouTube videos, you have it. That's a content creation agency. Now, I mentioned before that as we were offering all of these different services to clients in the past, we ran into some issues when it came to scaling because it's very, very difficult to do all of these different things. If you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, in order to run a social media marketing agency, I'm gonna have to be a photographer, a videographer, a social media specialist, and run ads. It's just completely overwhelming. It's very, very difficult to scale. So what we did is we went laser focused on the lead gen model. Now, to understand why we chose the lead gen model and why we teach this to all of our students in the SMMA Blueprint course, link for that down below, let's look at some of the pros and cons of each of these. So for the lead gen model, the pros are that it's simple to set up. It's a simple deliverable in terms of leads. Like it's very, very simple to drive leads. It's easy to track attribution. And basically what this means is, how much money are you making the client? How many leads that are attributable to your efforts are being driven to that client on a monthly basis. It's easy to build and scale a team around you, which is very, very important. And it's insanely profitable. When we moved to the lead gen model, our profits basically 4x'd. Our margins basically 4x'd like overnight after we stopped trying to do everything for everyone. Now, one of the cons though, I'm gonna be totally honest about the lead gen model, is it's kind of boring. Derek and I, we were super creative. We were really enjoying creating content and all of these different things, but the problem was that we realized that it really wasn't making us the most money. So what we decided was, hey, do we want our business to be something that is a passion project for us, that is just something that's fun to do and sacrifice making as much money as we possibly could? Or do we want to make our business more optimized, more streamlined, and more profitable, and then do other things like run this YouTube channel and work with students and all of that, which is going to better exercise our creative muscle? So we decided that we actually very much would like our business to make as much money as we possibly could. And we're very, very happy that we did that, even though it is a bit more boring than some of the other models. Now let's talk about some of the pros of the social media management agency. Basic to learn. If you've posted to Instagram or Facebook in the past, you already know how to do this. There's really no learning curve with it at all. It can be a fun and creative space to be in. It's just a fun thing to do. It's fun to manage social media. And for many clients, they think that this is what's necessary and required to grow in social media. They don't realize that just posting to a Facebook page isn't really going to grow their Facebook page at all. But some of the cons are pretty apparent with this model. One of the biggest is it's very, very difficult to build a team around you. It's hard to have that brand voice, especially when you're like writing captions and writing posts, to make sure that that's congruent and to find team members that can do that as well as you can. When these clients typically don't pay you as much as a lead generation client, it's hard to preserve those margins and build a team. It's also typically, as I was just saying, a lower ticket service. Like most people for social media management, they're not really willing to pay more than $1,000 to $2,000 per month. Whereas for a lead gen client, we make anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 per month. Additionally, for the social media management agency, it requires content, which means that you're either gonna have to go on site with them with your phone and take some pictures, which definitely works, or they're gonna have to pay somebody else that's a professional to come and create content for them. Oftentimes they don't wanna do that. So with the lead gen model, you only need a very, very small amount of content. You only need a couple of photos or a couple of videos and you can use those to run your ads. Whereas with social media management, you need posts and new content every single day of the week on an ongoing basis. It just becomes very, very time intensive when they don't really have a lot of money to pay you. Now for the content creation agency, some of the pros is that it can be a lot of fun. It's a really creative thing. Like I love creating videos. I like creating these YouTube videos. I have my personal YouTube channel. I love posting on Instagram. It can be really a fun, creative outlet, this type of business. You can also charge a lot of money per project. Like photography and videography services, if you've ever been married, it's not cheap to have somebody do this for you. It's thousands of dollars, right? That's what people are expecting to pay per project. Now, some of the cons though are because you're being paid per project, it's a project-based business. Typically social media management and lead gen, they're monthly recurring businesses, right? So we charge our lead gen clients a set amount every month And so long as we continue providing value to them, they're paying us every single month. They stay with us for years doing that. Whereas with a content creation agency, usually you come and you do a shoot, you deliver the results or the content that you created, and then the project is over until they hire you again for thousands of dollars. So usually you'll only do, like for a great client, 1 or 2 shoots a year, and then they'll move on to somebody else or a new type of creative for their next shoots. So you're always kind of chasing those next clients with the content creation agency, which makes it a bit more challenging. It's also quite difficult to scale because the level of experience required for a content creation agency is very high. Like you need somebody who knows their way around a camera, you need somebody with the right equipment, expensive gear. Like there's a very, very high barrier to entry, both on the equipment required as well as the expertise required. So by now, hopefully you've realized that like the lead gen model is really what most people have the most success with. So let's talk about how that actually works. So basically what we do for our clients is we run ads, we capture leads, and then we convert those leads for our clients into dollars, right? So just showing what this looks like on the screen here. We run an ad. It can be a LinkedIn ad. It could be an Instagram ad. It could be a Facebook ad, a Google ad. Regardless of the source, does not matter. We drive that ad to a lead capture page towards some sort of outcome, a free trial, a PDF, a download, you name it. They submit their information on that page, and then we follow up with them and we hand that off to our client with our conversion mechanism so that those people either show up at the gym, show up for an appointment, or become some sort of new customer, right? So it's a very, very simple process. Now, if you guys are interested in learning this from us, we have an entire course on this called the SMMA Blueprint, where we teach the lead gen model. You can check that out in the description down below. Now, in terms of income potential, something that we really realized that was interesting with the lead gen model was that we could charge a lot more to provide these services because, again, the deliverable was so transparent, that it was so valuable in terms of the types of leads that we were bringing to our clients. For a lead gen client, even for a beginner, you can charge anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per month, even if you're just getting started in the SMMA business. For us, our average client these days is anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 per month. This means we're making over $1 million per year just providing the lead gen model to our clients today, running our business every single day. For these reasons, in my opinion, over other business models like e-commerce, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, these other popular business models that people are making money with online right now, I just don't think that there's a better model to make your first $10,000 per month as a total beginner online because, you can hit that in 30, 60, 90 days, depending on how hard you work at this, with a very, very low barrier of entry. And let's take a look at what those economics actually look like. So here's the math, right? And with just a couple of clients, with 6 clients, you're already making $96,000 per year. So what does that actually look like, right? So let's say you start in May. It's very, very realistic. A lot of our students in the Blueprint course are closing their first client in the first month of running their agency. And a good starting retainer to charge is, let's say, $1,000 per month for a total beginner. It's realistic that if you can do that month 1, you'd be able to do the same month 2. So those are starting to stack on top of each other, right? So month 2, potentially $2,000 per month. Let's say by month 3 in July, you're getting a little bit better at this. You've had a couple of calls, you've spoken with some potential businesses, you closed a couple deals, you've lost a couple of deals, you're getting better, and the results are starting to speak for themselves in terms of the clients you're actually working with, so you can bump up your retainer price a little bit. Let's say this month, because you're getting a little bit better at everything, you're able to not only charge a little bit more per month, but you close 2 clients instead of 1 client the previous 2 months that you were first running your business. Now we're already at $5,000 per month. That's $60,000 per year. For a lot of you watching this, that might be more than you've made in your entire lifetime in a 12-month period. Now, if we look at this, let's say we do the same thing for the next month, and we close another 2 clients at $1,500 per month. Boom, literally in 4 months, completely realistic, you're already making $96,000 every single year. I don't know any other business that enables you to do that. This is why Derek and I started our social media marketing agency 10 years ago. We were making 6 figures per year at our day jobs, wanted digital freedom, wanted to live the laptop lifestyle, saw the possibility with the SMMA model, never thought we'd make $1 million with it per year, only wanted to make, honestly, like $100,000 each per year. We make far more than that now, as you can imagine. And it's all because of the SMMA model, and really that's the beauty of it. So if you want to get educated and you want to learn how to actually run the SMMA model, I'm going to actually link to a free training video in the description down below, as well as at the end cap of this video, where my business partner Derek takes you through this completely for free, start to finish, how to set your business up. It's an amazing video. It's got like the most views on our whole channel. It's 30 minutes long. watch that video for sure. But we do have a quick start course inside our paid community growth school. You can check that out in the description down below as well as connect with hundreds of other agency owners that are just starting to being total veterans and everything in between. You can also check out our top-rated course, the SMMA Blueprint. We've had thousands of students go through that, start very successful agencies. It has the highest success rate out of any course on the market. And then our free YouTube channel right here. If you haven't subscribed already, we've got tons of trainings. I'm going to link to that video that Derek will walk you through how to start your own agency right after this one. And that's a great place to get started as well if you don't have the money to invest or just don't want to invest in a course. Not necessary to buy a course at all. We didn't have a course when we were getting started, but if you do choose to invest in a course, it's going to save you a lot of time, answer a lot of those questions, and just help you get the results you're looking for in a lot less time. Thanks for watching. Check out this video right here where Derek walks you through that. Hope to see you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. See you later.